How's it going, guys? I'm Trxo and I'm your coach in Indianapolis Cobalions. We're here for week 4 of the PGL. We're going up against BlueJay and her Los Angeles Charjabugs. We're 2-1 on the season. Hopefully get a 3-1. Anyways, let's break down what we're bringing and why we're bringing and what she has and what it can do against us. Leading off, we're gonna break down her team first. So the first thing first is the Tapu Koko. We fought a Tapu Koko in the UBL already. We kind of know how to deal with it, but I'm gonna use her Tapu Koko against her with electric terrain. I want her to want to switch around and keep setting that electric terrain. So when I want to send in my Darui, who's double dance, and set up the sweep, I can do it and do it effectively and do it fast, and like that, it's over. So if I set up a Jilly Nasty plot with the electric terrain up, her entire team dies. Her entire team dies. Essentially, except for a Tangrowth, AVA Tangrowth, and Noodle King, the only two exceptions to that. But I have a solution for her electric resist with Darui as well. But either way, Tapu Koko can hurt Choji and Kimimaru, but at the same time Darui is switching every time. It can be ran physical or special, to watch out for that. It can be the Brave Bird Wild Charge set, but it can also be a Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt, Discharge, whatever other move it gets. Z move, it could be this is your captain. Let me make sure this is your captains. Yeah, our Z captains are Tapu Koko and Tornado's Teeth, so watch out for that. So yeah, to watch out for that. But again, unless Choji and Kimimaru in, I feel pretty safe against the Tapu Koko with Darui there. So yeah, next up, Tornado's Therian. Tornado's Therian is not a huge issue against this team. The only thing that would have an issue with it is a Kakashi with my team. However, it can smack down my Thunderous and then click, if it gets Bulldoze. I do not believe it gets Earthquake. Let me make sure it does not get Earthquake, but the worst thing it can do against me, I believe, is just click the, not Smackdown against Thunderous and then kind of cause an issue for me. But other than that, I'm not super worried. It does get Regenerator, so that's annoying. It's also a Defogger. Has access to Rain Dance, Hurricane, has Dark Pulse. It's normally Rain Dance with Life Orb. Supports that can get the Tailwind there to counteract my agility if she needs to. But it is her highest speed tier, I believe, at 121 base speed. Actually, I can look right here. Actually, Coco's faster at 130. So that means I didn't speed tier right. I thought that. Hold on. I didn't speed tier Darui right. Ooh, good thing I checked that. Pokemon damage calculator. Let's see here. Thunderous Therian. Level 50 against a Tapu Koko. Alright, level 50. Your max speed, you have 200. So 200 times 1.5 would be 350. So I need to have 351 speed after a agility. Right now I do not have that, so I need 151. And my speed stat. There we go. So those aren't horrible. We still have 170 HP. So the reason I do it like this, every time I like having a little bit of a bulky Thunderous, because bulky Thunderous makes so we can eat another hit while we can gives us more opportunities to set up. So yeah, Tapu Koko, Tornadoes are one of those. So Tangrowth is kind of an issue. It kind of shuts down Thunderous completely. Even if I get to +6 on the Thunderbolt, I would have to use a Z move and I still wouldn't even knock it out, I believe. Let me make sure that's correct. Thunderous max special attack +6 against a Tangrowth. That's all best set. Let me make sure that was correct. So I would be Psychium Z. No, Psychium Z. Psychic. Yeah, it doesn't knock it out. It has to be a team move to knock it out. Then it for sure knocks it out. Actually, a +4, I think a team move will knock it out. Easy, +2. No, so that'd be a +4 Z move to knock it out. And that is if it's max special defense, like completely. It has to be at +4. Knock it out. And it can't really do anything against me 6 HPI, which I'm not worried about. But moving on to the next portion of team, team growth is regenerator as well as access to that knockoff, smackdown, ancient power. Does it get power gem? I don't believe it does. I'm like kind of spacing on this moveset. I just want to see what else I can do against my team. I can't type this morning, no I cannot. Tangrowth. Yeah, it just has ancient power, has access to grassy terrain, the earthquake, sunny day, bulldoze, rock slide, poison jab. Whole lot of things it can do to us, but in the right scenario, we should be able to take it out for the opportunity to hurt us too bad. Back to business. Empoleon, you already know what Empoleon does. Empoleon defogs you, it sets up rocks and sets up roar. It can roar you out, but what can it do against this team? Honestly, not a whole lot. The only mon that Empoleon's gonna have a good day against is my Kaguya, and that's because we have Thunderbolt again, so not really. I didn't even set up this thing. Oops. I didn't even finish. I want max speed. What do I need outspeed on this dude's team? On our team. Zard. I need outspeed Zard. So side shot from Zard is not gonna be appreciated. Okay. Sorry for being unprofessional. I forgot. I did not realize I didn't finish. 50. I have 167. Do we outspeed that? 150. Guard of War. Mega. Level 50. We'll speed tie. Yeah, we would speed tie. So in that case, it's a side shot, keep and kill. A max special attack. It doesn't. Actually, factually, Hyper Voice almost does though. Hyper Voice almost does, because this thing has a lot more physical defense and special defense. Okay, that's good enough. So Hyper Voice almost kills. Do I want to run Modest then? Can he knock me out? He definitely knocks me out with a Flare Blitz. So no, I do not. I really just don't want to have this thing in against Zard then. Anyway, back to the team builder. I'm just gonna run max speed. Modest nature, max speed. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Moving on. Nidoking is good against my team because Scarf is it's a big problem with Scarf, but Miltank should be able to eat a hit and click EQ and knock it out. Choji also 1v1 to Nidoking. That's really it. So mainly just Nidoking. Miltank and Choji might answer. If he's a Life Orb set, then Gardevoir handles it. If it's not, if it's a Scarf set, then we need to watch out for that. And we need to send in Miltank or Choji on it. Click Scald or Earthquake, we're good to go. But if it is a Scarf set, the Earth Power Sludge Wave can be annoying, especially against my team. You can also have access to Fire Blast and Thunderbolts, which can be annoying for Choji. Probably will have it for Choji. It can also have Rocks, which can be annoying against my team. If Darui really want to stay high HP, as well as Kakashi having this sash on him. Rock Shot not really something we want on our side of the field. We do have the Fog and Kimimaro to get rid of them. Alright, so Zard X. Zard X is a huge issue, but Kimimaro 1v1s it. So, also you saw that Hyper Voice has almost 100% damage to it. So if we can catch it down, I'll switch it. If you want to switch it on my Mega Gardevoir, I can click Side Shock and that's a dead Charizard. 100% of the time. If we can set Brock's before it Mega Evolves, that's best case scenario. That's the best case scenario. So we're forcing the Fog from the Thunder, and that's just set fodder for Thunders. So yeah. Okay. That's Megazard. Not going over Megazard. You know what Megazard does. It's a dangerous threat. And I'm also running the Hex Toxic with Choji here, max defenses. So we can run Toxics and then Hex. We actually have no physical defense because we ran max physical defense. Actually, I don't know if I like this. Like even for max defense, we're not within 2 Flare Blitzes, so I figured, you know what, may as well just run 1 max special defense so we can take on that Nidoking a lot better. And that was my thinking behind it, because no matter, even if I was bold max HP max defense, we still were not living a Flare Blitz or a Dragon Claw. 2 Dragon Claws. We do live 1 Dragon Claw and 1 Flare Blitz for Mega Charizard with this set. So that's why I decided to put it all in Spadef. Moving on, we have the Azelf, who's normally just a Suicide Rocker against my team. I don't see it being brought with Kakashi, with Kimimaro, with Jellicent, with Miltank, with Mega Gardevoir. Azelf doesn't have really any room to shine against my team. Also, the mons I didn't bring, Azelf doesn't really like either. Like the Heatran he doesn't like Starmie, doesn't like, doesn't bring KB, doesn't like, so yeah, that's really it. So, like, my team is just really a hard counter to Azelf, so I really don't see her bringing it, so I'm not going to go into it too deeply. If she does end up bringing it, Hex kind of beats it 1v1, but also especially defensive, so Choji 1v1 to Azelf 10 times out of 10. We also have that Heracross who's a wall breaker. I'm really can be scared of a Heracross. But do I have the Brave Bird this week? I do have Brave Bird on Kimimaro, so we're not worried about a Heracross. If he wants to Stone Edge me in the face, a Gust Boost, a Stone Edge, it's gonna be kind of scary, especially if he gets a Moxie Boost up. So if he gets a Moxie Boost up, then that Heracross becomes a lot more scary, and I'd probably lose the match. But Kimimaro just needs to beat the Heracross needs to beat the Charizard X. Kimimaro is just such a solid mon, and I need it. It's honestly the MVP of the team, because it just sits there against those physical threats I wouldn't have an answer for. Otherwise, it's really good. Really good. Whew, okay. Kamala, again, there's not really a whole lot I can do against this team. It can Thrash, it can Earthquake, it can Wish, it can pass Wishes, it can bulk up and be annoying that way. It has literally no special defense, so Darui has a field day with it, Kaguya has a field day with it, Kakashi has a field day with it. So I'm not super worried about a Kamala does have the Wood Hammer, so watch out for that. Cannot Jellicent will switch in for it because of the Wood Hammer. I kind of want to run Sap Sipper over Thick Fat, but the Flare Blitzes are why I'm not. I don't think we're gonna live at attack. What are we? Like offensive? So I don't think a Flare Blitz we're gonna live either way, but it is an option to live if we can. Then last but not least, we have the Crawdon. Now, actually a Lilichu and a Crawdon. So Lilichu, it just is paired very well with the type of Coco that clicks Psychic, clicks Thunderbolt, clicks Nasty Plot. You know what it does. It's also really good to switch around with, but with the Volt Absorber on our team, it is going to help us deal with that a lot more. The Crawdon, it's just adaptability, choice band normally with the Aqua Jet. Revenge killing is really annoying. It also has knockoff, it has adaptability, boosted knockoff, which can be really scary. But yeah, I'm not super worried about the Crawdon. Crawdon does kind of do work against my team, but I have a Bug Buzz and Kakashi. I have a Giga Drain and Kakashi. So we're good. We are good in the hood. Moving on, so talk about our team. So we have Kaguya here. The Psyshock, Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, Wish. You do hit, we hit pretty much this entire team with this moveset, barring the Tangrowth. An AV Tangrowth can be kind of annoying, but other than that, we kind of deal with the rest of his team pretty well on switching, based on what move we choose. So that's Kaguya for his general wall breaker and general, pressure setter. Way to pressure the other team into doing something it does not want to do. Moving on, we have Trxo here, the Miltank, lefties as well with Thick Fat, with the Rocks, EQ, Fire Punch, and Iron. I'm bringing an offensive Miltank because Rocks utility Miltank has not been working very well for us, so I figured I'd run a more offensive set to see what we can do with it with the Rocks as well, with the EQ, Fire Punch, and Iron Head. That's it. The Tapu Koko, Nidoking, Tangrowth, Empoleon, Mega Charizard. What else? That's 5 mons right there. I say Lilichu, I did not think so. Heracross, I think that's it. So Trxo can hit 7 mons on his team for super effective damage with this set, which is very good. Which is very good. So, Darui's our winning condition. The goal for this battle is just to set up us Darui Switch. So get it to the point where Darui can come and click a Nasty Plot, click Agility, and be good to go. Maybe you get up another Nasty Plot if we need to. the Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Psychic, and Agility. Thunderbolt hits pretty much everything except for the Nidoking and Charizard and Tangrowth, and Psychic clears up the rest of that for us. So that is that. I'm not going into too much detail because you already know what the Darui's gonna do. Comes in and gets kills when it can. Choji, we've talked about Choji now, so I'm not gonna go over it. We have the Recover, Scald, Hex, and Toxic. Kimi Mario again. Pretty much the same thing we do every week is we're just here to take on those physical defenses, those physical attackers that can cause us issues. And then we're bringing Kakashi this week for the kind of a hazard stacky set with the spikes, toxic spikes. Bug wasn't final game yet. The thinking here is when we get up a hex, we can set up some hex sweeps with the toxic spikes there. Late game, if we can get a hex off on that Charizard X and do a lot of damage, especially if it's toxic. There's a lot of spikes for additional damage on switch in for most of his mons. Then rocks as well, so we can set up a perfect hazard stack of doing about 50% or doing at least 30% to every mon that comes in the game, and also toxic again, and will really start to wear down her team extremely fastly, especially to not bring defog on her Tornadus. But anyways, that is a team. Let me know what you guys think it will be. I hope you guys are hyped for the battle, which is later, which will be going up tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.